Texas gangs have been around since the mid-1850s, and law enforcement says they're not going away anytime soon. But why do people join gangs, and why are they so commonly associated with crime? KETK's Cara Prichard talks to current and former gang members to get the answer. She takes us inside some of the state's most secure prisons for city gangs in tonight's special report.
A quiet, peaceful setting at KETK Park in Tyler. No sign of the violence that once happened here. It's been 4 years since an innocent young woman was found dead in this very place.
I feel like I'm down here with a life sentence for a crime I didn't commit.
Dennis Bendy was found guilty in Brianna Young's murder. The shooting was a result of gang activity.
I never was a part of the gang, but by me being around the environment and growing up with certain people around people, they base me as one of them.
Bendy is now appealing his conviction, so he can't say much, but he does say he regrets hanging around the wrong crowd.
People try to make names and have something to prove, feel like they hard, or you know, I feel like that's probably gonna be why a lot of stuff happens too.
Tyler police say because of crimes like the one at KETK Park, they put safeguards in place to protect the community.
There's not any problem that's either too large or too small that we won't try to address.
Including gang activity. Chief Toller says any given day they monitor about a dozen.
Some of the things we've seen in the past have to deal with assaults and drug activities and burglaries and theft. Those are the things that are the most common that we see.
Sergeant Shane McCarter with Longview Police says it's about the same for his city.
We've estimated that our active gang relations are around 3 or 4 gangs.
And active is an important distinction. He says their department only averages 8 reports a month associated with gang members, out of the average 930 total crime reports a month.
Our gangs are loosely affiliated inside the city, and most of them are neighborhood oriented.
Those involved in gangs will tell you the same thing. Neighborhoods and family are heavy influences.
You're doing the right thing, you're a nobody, but the people that I looked up to, people like my cousin, they were heroes because they were taking care of their family. They were doing the wrong thing, but they had love everywhere. And I wanted that same thing. Just really acceptance.
20-year-old Malik Bridges is almost 2 years into his 20-year sentence for aggravated robbery.
I do deserve punishment for the wrong that I done. I deserve punishment. Not this, though. I don't deserve this type of punishment. But maybe this is just a part of God's plan for me, though.
The cousin Malik mentioned is about an hour and a half south of him, here at the East Ham unit.
They call me Money Trump.
He's going on 5 years in several different prisons, a time he says has been a harsh reality, but a blessing in disguise.
Back then I was childish. I actually feel like I really became a man. I'm ready to take care of my responsibilities like a man.
He's being reviewed for parole and has big plans when he gets out.
I got a bunch of music that's gonna be positive. It's gonna be street, but it's gonna be positive. It's gonna touch them because I know where they from. I know where they came from. So I'm kind of putting it together right.
He also wants to meet with community leaders to create youth programs.
They all say if they could turn back time, they would have put this down and picked this up.
Despite their trouble with the law and time behind bars, they haven't given up.
You get your education and stay away from the street life because it don't bring nothing good out of nothing but penitentiary and debt.
He never finished high school at John Tyler, but just got his GED here.
School and football, yeah, that was an option, but once my daddy left, we left. You know, so we kind of had to raise ourselves like that. But I think if I would have stayed in school, it would have pushed me a little more to get away.
Bridges was moved out of medium custody into general population just last week, and he wants to study musical engineering.
I don't have to get out depending on the same thing that got me here.
As a father of 5 kids, Johnson is hitting the books too.
I'm trying to get my associate's degree in business right now, so you know I'm doing good. I mean, I ain't letting nothing hold me back.
Getting an education is just the first step in the right direction.
When those guys have done their time and they try to reacclimate into society, then it is hard. It's hard for them to find jobs. And those are things that we want our young people to understand early on.
I was turned down for several jobs multiple times.
William Spink, an ex-gang member, has only been out of prison for 7 weeks, already opening his own auto detailing business.
Prison taught me a lot. It taught me to, I got some trades when I was down there. I learned how to weld, and I got my welding trade, carpentry, and it taught me discipline.
Spink says as a kid he fell into the streets to survive.
My mama, she sold drugs with her, so I grew up around that, and then she went to prison when I was like 14. And I'm the oldest of 5 kids, so when she went to prison, we all went to the same boys' home.
He says surrounding yourself with good people who care is important, a lesson many gang members learned the hard way.
I want people to wake up, man, and think about the loved ones, the real loved ones, and not the fake friends or the people you think love you.
While many social theories try to explain why young men join gangs, some who have been through it say that quick path to gaining money and respect cost way more than they would have ever imagined. Cara, Prichard, KETK News.
And Lee College offers courses for credit in the Texas Department Criminal Justice System. Their Huntsville Center study says inmates who finish 2 years of college have a 10% reoffending rate. That's compared to a 60% reoffending rate for prisoners who don't get any education at all.